Braylon, it's hard to say too many things bad about him, man. What was he, the number 3 wide receiver in the league last year? He had something like 16 touchdowns.
16 touchdowns.
He won me some money. I hate bad-mouthing anybody who won me some loot. But
I can't believe I dropped him after the first game of the season last year.
That's the league where I won some money, and Mr. Lewis dropped him after the first game. I think he had like 40 yards.
Charlie Fry was his quarterback. Charlie Fry was his quarterback.
Exactly. Who knew Derek Anderson was going to be Derek Anderson, or the Browns were going to win 10 games?
Exactly.
Good Lord.
Make the playoffs.
10 games? So have no assumptions coming into this year. There's going to be a Cleveland this year that was god-awful last year.
Somebody's coming up.
Exactly. So, but the Browns are up, and that's one of the reasons I like Braylon. It's also one of the reasons I hesitate with Braylon. All of a sudden, that offense doesn't have, you can't have enough balls to spread around. You know what I mean? Kellen caught more balls than Braylon last year. Braylon had 80 catches, which for a first wide receiver, especially in a PPR league, that's weak. 1,289 yards, can't complain about that. 16 touchdowns, but again, I think touchdowns are a little, they come and go. You know what I mean?
But how do you like to measure your guys? How do you measure a player's value?
So, I like receptions, I like yardage. And I like the situation, right?
Yardage and touchdowns, I think, are the 2 most telling things in fantasy sports.
Right.
Because not everybody plays PPR.
Right.
So last year, Braylon had 1,289 yards on those 80 catches with 16 touchdowns.
Right.
Let's say he gets 100 this year, which I think he can easily get 100 catches. How many yards is he going to have? 1,400? 1,500?
Well, it's the same thing. I don't think he got 100. Why didn't he get 100 catches last year? Because
Derek Anderson's first year. Derek Anderson just finally realized what a talent he had in Braylon and how much he needs to get it to him because he just played for the first time last year.
With Stallworth there, with Winslow there, with Jamal Lewis being a pounder when they really want a pounder in that division. I see Braylon doing the same thing he did this year. Minus a few touchdowns,
With the addition of Stallworth to the team, look what Stallworth did for Randy Moss last year in the Patriots.
Randy Moss did that for Randy Moss, and Tom Brady did that for Randy Moss. Stallworth was a single coverage.
Stallworth was with the Pats last year.
Yeah.
And he helped Tom Brady and Randy have a record season. One of the best seasons ever.
You about to pull CO out of your back pocket.
Stallworth was with the Eagles in 06, and McNabb started off that year on a record pace. Stallworth is a fast guy who gets down the field, and he opens up things for other players.
He does.
And I think Braylon is going to have a great season again this year, and I actually like this pick. I think it's good value with your second pick.
I just don't know what to make of a team with 3 vertical threats. All 3 of them go deep. Who's to say that Stallworth has 10, Winslow has 10, Braylon has 10? I can see that just as easy as Braylon having 16.
Yeah. Hey, go check out his fantasy football commercial, and you will fall in love with Braylon, and you'll take him here too.
You can't see, can you? Being a receiver is not about physicality, speed. It's about zen and the art of receiving, seeing without seeing. Feeling, emotion, reaching out. Seeing without seeing. Look out. Pick me. I am your choice.